Hi, I'm La Super Comadre from RadioCrystalUSA.com, and I just want to tell you a little bit about who I am and what I do. So, La Super Comadre, my platform is all about bringing people on, special guests, who either do something for the community, who have done something for the community, who match up the pillars of what my show is about, which is about taking care of your heart and soul, which is about political engagement, which is about education. So every person that comes on can be a super comadre or a super compadre, someone that's out there doing something for the community. So I invite you all to listen and to watch every Tuesday when we record the show. But it also repeats on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday at 10 o'clock in the morning and at 10 o'clock at night on RadioCrystalUSA.com. And don't forget to give us a like. Adios. All right, ¿cómo están todos? I'm la Super Comadre Claudia of RadioCrystalUSA.com, and I'm back with a new guest, a new Super Comadre that I would love for you to meet. But before then, I just want to say a little bit to Liliana. Where's Liliana, my Super Comadre? How are you doing?
I'm right here, comadre. I'm behind the scenes, taking care of everything.
I love how you are always on point, making sure that everything is connected, audio, visual, and making sure that La Super Comadre Claudia show gets a chance to, meet folks, connect people with people. And my platform has always been about highlighting and elevating amazing people that have something to share. And I just want you to know that I got someone here right next to me, my new Super Comadre. Say hello, Teresa Parker.
Hello, how are you all?
So
Thank you
a
so
lot
much
of you
for
know
being
that.
part of being part.
Yes. I just want to ask you, Comadre Liliana, first of all, how have you been?
I have been sweating. It's so hot. It's so hot. Houston, we have a problem.
Right? How are you staying cool?
Yeah. I mean, we're never happy here in Houston. When it's cold, we're shivering all the time, and when it's hot, sweating all the time.
I know, right?
So you never know if it's gonna be raining, if it's gonna be snowing. You get everything in your car. You just get jacket, you get your swimsuit, you get everything because you never know what's gonna happen in Houston.
You never know. It might be a flood. It might be a sandstorm because sometimes we get like the sand coming in.
Oh
sometimes just the sun and the sand and the rain in one day.
But I love Houston. I love my city. I love it.
I know, me too.
With all those. And I'm so happy we're part of Houston community, and I'm so glad you bring all your new guests to talk about their careers, their community, how they help the community. And I would like for you to introduce your special guest, comadre.
I know, thank you. All right, so without further ado, I would like to introduce my listening audience, my viewing audience who are watching either through YouTube, through LinkedIn, through Instagram, through TikTok, through everywhere. Did I say YouTube? We like to make sure that people get a chance to meet the amazing super comadres that come on to my show. So welcome, thank you, Teresa Parker with the Vegan Palette. Woo! So super comadre. I don't know if you've probably heard the word comadre means like people that are co-parents, like literally like co-parent. So yeah, the super comadre thing is just about bringing women that they're doing some amazing things. Sometimes we let a compadre or a guy come on, but we have to vet him, make sure
he has to be super special.
But I want you to share a little bit about you first of all. Who is Teresa Parker? And then we're going to dive into why the vegan palette and where did it start and how I am so loving the food you are making as vegan palette.
Okay, so again, my name's Teresa Parker. I grew up in St. Louis. I moved to Houston. It'll be 7 years in October. I am a parent of one. I have a 28-year-old named Kelsey. And made my transition into living a vegan lifestyle during COVID.
Okay.
Getting ready I'm a year and a half away from a new decade. So I don't want to be the pill lady. I don't want to have, everybody has that grandmother, great aunt, and you go over and there's that big Kroger bag
Yes.
full of pills, and then
Yes.
there's pills all over the dresser, and then there's this pill box, and then there's 7 bottles just randomly there. It's like when you set up my pill box and you don't know what you're doing. It's like put 4 of the blue, 3 of the green,
Yes.
like M&Ms or Skittles.
Exactly.
And I don't want to put anybody through that.
Yeah.
So whatever I can do to make my diet better, so I can be stronger as I get older, because I want to be the sassy old lady that the people talk about.
I love it.
So
I love it. And I joined I have kind of not become 100% vegan, but I'm like 92.
is it the cheese we're still struggling?
No, I don't do dairy.
Okay.
I'm lactose intolerant, so that's helpful. I don't do meat, period, because my body just can't break it down anymore. And I like fish.
Okay.
I still do salmon. Like my body craves salmon, so but that's the only time I eat it. Like if I'm
This
like
is a judgment-free zone.
yeah, oh, thank you. Because some of my vegan friends, can be kind of like a little judgy, but then they're like, you know what, Claudia, you gotta do what you gotta do. Like if my body craves shrimp, I'll have a shrimp or 2 or 3.
Right.
Depending
That's why I say this is a judgment-free zone.
So, well, thank you. But yeah, I did it for health reasons. I wasn't trying to save the world,
Me neither.
but I saw the same thing you saw. My mom almost carries her bag of pills like a security blanket. And I thought right now when you said fixing the pills for your family, I thought, why are we not fixing the foods? Like the way you fix the pills in the little containers, fix our foods like that. Like 2 broccolis, 1 carrot,
Yes.
3 strawberries instead of the pills.
Making adult lunchables.
There you go.
Adult vegan lunchables.
Adult vegan lunchables. Or what's really big are the charcuteries.
Yeah.
Like vegan charcuterie or vegetable charcuteries.
Yes.
I think I said the word the right way.
Yes.
It has a lot of syllables sometimes.
It does. Tough to get out
So
sometimes.
when you this is not big in the Latino community. So me showing up to a party and saying, don't worry about it. Let me bring you a plate. I got it. I go fix my own plate. Well, why aren't you eating the fajitas? I don't eat meat. That's okay. We'll bring you some chicken.
Or I was told a couple of weeks ago, just pick the shrimp off the pasta.
Doesn't work that way.
It doesn't work that way. And also, me and my favorite daughter, we went to Vegas and didn't have time to go because I wanted to go back to the Ghost Kitchen. They had the girl, I think her name's Tamara, that beat Bobby Filet.
Okay.
And we ran out of time. So she's like, just get something at the airport. Every salad in the airport had meat in it. Everything had meat or cheese or something in it. I felt like a 5-year-old. I think I had a temper tantrum in the middle of the airport.
Yeah.
And I ended up with fries from Nathan's, which I'm sure had touched the hot dogs.
Right.
And with a slice of pizza from some random place that, Sabaro's was never great.
Yes.
And I think they were just another name of Sabaro's. So that's how my airport experience went.
Yeah.
Or you go to meet someone at happy hour. I met someone at the treehouse, and the girl goes, "We have truffle fries. If I am offered another French fry in place of a meal, I just don't know what I'll do."
Right. I found myself sometimes carrying an avocado in my purse, like literally. And people know me for that.
Yeah, I've carried food in my purse. I left for a party the other day at FAO and we got popcorn from Randall's because this was the only thing that was close.
Yes.
I said, I'd just rather eat because there was nothing else to eat. I just get a bag of popcorn.
Right.
That's terrible.
It is.
You'll go to a party and it's the veggie tray and the fruit tray, and you're never going to get full, and maybe you just didn't want celery and carrots.
I've been in a situation where I'm at a party and they literally bought me a little mini vegetable tray, and they'll unwrap it when I get there. This is for you. And I'm like, you know what? Thank you. At least, you put some thought into it, that you have some vegetables for me. But I'm with you. I try to find ways to, like, in my car right now, I have a bag of nuts.
Nuts and
Do
trail
you do the
mix
same
sage
thing?
today.
Yeah.
Well, for all of Claudia's friends, when you invite her over for dinner, call me first so we can have something other than the tray.
The vegetable tray.
and we can make sure that she has some delicious food so she can eat too.
Yes. So what was it? Something like, was it hard to make the transition? Like, because you have a daughter.
Mhm.
Do y'all still live together? Is she vegan too?
No, we were living together when I was making the transition.
Okay.
And she'll eat most of the meals that I cook.
Okay.
If she doesn't like it, she'll flat out tell me that. We have that relationship that we can be very transparent with each other. But she'll taste test. She'll help me at the event.
Okay.
She'll help me set up. She'll be my runner if I accidentally forget something.
Nice.
You know, that kind of
Yes.
thing. But it's just that while everybody was slowed down with COVID, it gave me the opportunity to slow down too. And I got the opportunity to kind of figure out what I like and how to prepare it and to try some recipes. And I actually fixed some recipes.
Nice.
I won't tell the people whose recipes I fixed.
Oh,
But
okay. We want.
I fixed
reveal
some recipes
Okay.
along the path. And I did some stuff freelance and came up with my own stuff.
Nice.
But it was just some things went straight in the trash.
Okay.
Some things made the cut. And then I found myself, I don't know, did you ever get to try the vegan ice cream, Earthy Goodness, before they went to Dallas?
No, I didn't.
Okay, so there was a ice cream truck that was here.
Really?
And vegan, but they're in Dallas, and you'll catch them every now and then
Okay.
when they come. Next time they come, I'll call you.
Yes.
But they, I had showed him a picture, and I said, hey, look at what I made. And he's like, the picture, I can't taste the picture.
Oh my gosh.
And I would barter.
Yeah.
And then there was a vegan sushi man that was here,
No.
and he shared with the vegan sushi man. So me and a friend of mine, after we went to Houstonopoly, was like, hey, let's go get a shake. And I was like, I can't go down there with no food.
Yeah. Yeah.
So they pulled her to the side, and they was like, she can't come down here with no food. So they wouldn't take money from me. I would just get nothing if I didn't bring a bag to exchange for bartering.
I love it.
And they stayed on me, and they were like, so when are you getting started? And I was like, oh, I don't know. I don't have everything I need.
Yeah.
And I remember in November, I went to an event, and there was a young Hispanic girl. I have not seen this girl since then. I know she existed, but it's like she disappeared in the thin air. She had a card table, and she had some Tupperware, and she was making raw tacos. And people were buying it, and I was like, oh, so I guess I can have a smaller setup and all the stuff that I think that I need. I don't. And I booked 2 events that day.
Okay.
For December.
Okay.
So I got started in December from those. And I literally took the phone and said, this is what I made.
Oh,
and they were like, do you do it? One lady was like, well, do you do any soy?
Yeah.
Do you do any of this? I was like, no, I don't do any Impossible. I don't do any soy. I don't do any of that. And she said, okay, come set up at our next event in December. And the place I was at, they was like, come set up the next time. So did we lose? Oh, okay.
No, she's showing, but right now she's showing your vegan palette 22, which is on Instagram.
Well, while we're there, the first picture that she sees.
Let's see, scroll it up a little bit.
With the pineapple
bowl.
bowl.
Look at that.
If you go to the link in my bio, I am partnering with Clutch Distilling, which is the rum distilling distillery in the Heights.
Okay.
And we're going to have vegan night on April 5th. August 5th.
Okay.
August 5th from 6 to 8.
There it is. So scroll up. So if you're listening right now, so, people are listening and there's not a lot of opportunities for especially, people like us that are, that have access or connections or easy because we're not usually the target audience when it comes to vegetarian and vegan foods. But I want to elevate you because we need that in our families. We need that in our health, in our healthy, you try to put it in our lifestyles. I try to influence, and they try, and because people always ask me, well, how did you lose so much weight and how do you stay so healthy? I said, well, everyone's different. I had to bring down my cholesterol, my high blood pressure, I was pre-diabetic, and the doctors kept telling me, you gotta lose weight. And I'm like, you know what, I didn't start looking for a vegan or vegetarian, I just started eating more vegetables and fruit and doing smoothies with kale.
Smoothies help out a whole lot.
Yeah, and then I didn't change, like, let me exercise more, because I started reading, getting healthy, and if you want to lose some weight, it has nothing to do with how many sit-ups you do. It's the food you put in your body.
Absolutely.
And I read a lot, and I'm like, okay, all right. So, but my palate changed. My palate changed, which is the name of my palate changed from wanting, because I used to eat bacon with bacon. I used to eat bacon with a side of bacon. I used to love to eat burnt meat, like on my hamburger had to be really well done, like crunchy. But then all of a sudden, it just didn't agree.
Yeah.
And then I just increased more of my fruits and vegetables and leafy greens, and then just decreased all the meats and stuff. And then that's what happened. It became a somewhat vegan palate. And so now it's like, if people want to follow you and they want to like you and friend you, where can they find you? How can they find you? And that way they can start looking and following where your next event's going to be, which is coming up August the 5th, right?
Yes. So I am on Instagram at veganpalate22.
Mm-hmm.
I am also on LinkedIn, because I went to a networking event. They're really good about LinkedIn. But if you want to see all the things that I really do, is Instagram is the best place. You'll even see I did a little mini photo shoot content at the farmer's market. Even if you go to the farmer's market, so my new friend there, you can go and ask him to mix you a basket. And it's $20, and you place what you want to in that basket. So that basket is overflowing. See how he's holding it?
Wow.
That's $20 worth of vegetables.
Okay.
Custom made to me. And then you have I have a mushroom girl that's there, and I go get my pink oyster mushrooms and my lion's mane mushrooms from her, and that's what I'm holding out there.
Oh my God,
and those are good meat substitutes. I'm always at some festival, some market that I may pop up at. For those that are like crystals and spiritual things and meditation, actually on Saturday I'll be at the Shrine of the Black Madonna. I was supposed to do Vegan State Fair, but for anybody that was planning on going, it's been changed. The date's been changed to August 21st from this Sunday. So if that was in your plans, please make sure that you make some other plans and come see me on August 21st.
All right. So there are so many ways to follow Vegan Palate 22, and that's the Instagram handle. So many. So I had asked you if you could bring some stuff, and I've already experienced, Teresa Parker and Vegan Palate, because I had the chance to, myself and Isa, the president of NHPO, and myself, I do media marketing. We invited you out to our event last week.
Oh, you got to start from the beginning of how you got to taste food from the truck, from the White Rhino. Yes, I was at the White Rhino. It was the end of the day, the end of the event. You were packing it up. Everything was in your buggy. And then my two girlfriends, Isa and Marianne, were like, "Come on in. There's some food over here that you can eat. There's some shrubs." They're always talking about. We found you some leaves, and they brought me over, and you had already packed it up, but you put together some amazing taste. Tell me what I was eating, because I ate it so fast in the car, it was gone. I inhaled it. So she had vegan ceviche. That was so good. Yes. And she had watermelon salad that was really refreshing with mint and key limes. Yes. And she had my pasta salad. Yes. So these are the little things that you can add, even if you're having the regular food that will blend well. And the person that's maybe on their journey, or maybe just doesn't want a bunch of meat that day, can eat those and still enjoy refreshing snacks. It was very refreshing, and it was very filling. And I was literally just chomping away, because I'm always the one that shows up to the party like, okay, what can I make out? What can I eat here at this party? And I always eventually make something out of whatever's there. Okay. But this was beautiful. And then you can tell about my event. And then while we were there, we said, you need to come. Isa was like, you need to come to the NHPO thing. And I followed up, you need to come to the NHPO, the National Hispanic Professional Organization annual membership drive. You came and talk about that. How was that event? Because I thoroughly enjoyed it. And you had my food ready, but I'm like, I can't eat it now because I gotta run around. So speaking of that, I know that you missed out on the white peach and mango salsa. Yes. So I made you a fresh batch today. Gosh, here we go. Because you didn't get to try it. It's right here. It's right here. So I'm going to try it right now. So talk a little bit about your experience. My experience was great. I really didn't know what I was walking into. But when I tell you I had an awesome time when I got there, everyone was really friendly. Everyone was very receptive, even if they were not my flexitarians. That's what I call them. I love it. Flexitarians received me very well. They loved the salsa. I sold out of tacos. I should have brought more. but
You sold out.
I
She
sold
sold out.
out.
So that tells you something.
and I was next to the charcuterie
You
board.
were, and you still sold out.
And I made some great connections. I'm following up with them, and like I said, everything the people that they came in from entertainment, the music was good, the vendors were really friendly. It was just a great event, and the turnout was really good.
And you sold out.
Sold out.
So at the end of the night, we're saying goodbye, and I'm like hungry as hell because I've been running around making sure everybody was okay. And then you came out with, you were holding some tacos for me. I was about to cry. I literally was like almost in tears because you had no idea how much that saved me. And I quietly moved out of the room and I sat on the couches outside the event, put my feet up on the couch, and started eating my tacos.
So those are the tacos that you had. How did she know?
There they are.
Portobello tricolored peppers and onion, and then I season them with my special seasonings. And that's what she got to try that night, and everyone else got to enjoy. So those are one of my best sellers, and the ones that she's enjoying now.
What am I eating right now?
You're eating jackfruit, mango habanero jackfruit tacos.
I mean, I was like, is this meat? But it looks like meat, but it's not meat.
So yeah, those are my mango habanero jackfruit.
So I'm gonna put some of the salsa in here. Can I put some of the salsa in here?
Whatever you need to do.
Oh my, jackfruit! This is the second time I've experienced jackfruit, and because I was wondering, like, why does it look like meat, but it's not meat? Okay, I'm gonna taste it. Oh my god!
And I put a few peppers. Some of them are spicy, and some of them are not. I
Mhm.
didn't know what your palate was as far as how spicy to go.
I like spicy. Okay. Oh, there you are.
Oh, now this is the can. So what she has is the canned jackfruit. I
Okay.
do fresh jackfruit also.
Mhm.
So I'm thinking if you watch this video in full, I think this is $50 worth of work when I got through breaking it down.
Mhm.
So the thing about jackfruit is when you take it in its state like that,
Mhm.
it's totally different than what it is out of the can. So
Wow.
I think my daughter finally started feeling sorry for me about an hour and a half into and started helping me pull the pods. But literally you have to start with coconut oil on your hands and on your knife in order to get through it without, because it's a gummy like substance that holds the pods. So and it smells like bubble gum.
Really?
The fresh one smells like bubble gum, and it tastes like apples, mangoes, and bananas had a baby.
Oh, okay.
So, and it's really a good air freshener when you're cooking. So if you cook with a lot of onions and then you break down the jackfruit, it absorbs the smell, and your house smells like bubblegum versus onions.
Okay.
So, yeah.
That's a lot of work.
It is a lot of work.
If I want to buy it, like I didn't get a chance to buy it, I'm sorry, but at that event, how much is this?
So I usually do tacos. They're either 3 for $15 or 3 for $17, depending on what I have in them.
Yeah.
I think people were just buying them individually. Let me get one or two. So it's about $5 or $6 a piece.
So they're just trying. They're the Flexosaurus, or what do you call it? The
Flexitarians.
Flexitarians.
Yes.
Maybe that's what I am. Am I more of a flexitarian?
Well, you're right there at because you said you're 95%. So
wow, this is good. Well, we got like 1 minute left, but I'm like digesting this amazing food. I want you to just look at the audience and just give yourself a plug. Talk about, give them your name, how to find you, and just like, here's your mini commercial moment.
Okay, I'm Teresa Parker. I am the owner and creator of the Vegan Palette. You can find me on Instagram at veganpalette22. You can email me at veganpalette22@gmail.com, or you can reach me the old-fashioned way via text or phone call at 346-715-9299. I do pop-up markets. I do vegan experiences, and I also will cater for you. I will have some meal prep coming in August. I'm still working out the kinks with that, but if you need something in between now and then, like I said, you can always get your vegan friend some food and make sure that they're taken care of. And I guarantee you, if you order a pan or 2, 3, your flexitarians will love it too.
Oh, I love it. I love it because you have been able to take something that people really love to eat and change it out, and it tastes so good.
Thank you.
All right, so the vegan palette was in the house here today. She is now my new super comadre, Teresa Parker. Don't forget to follow, like, friend her, book her. This food is amazing. I wish you could taste it. I am like, my mouth is like on fire. Not on fire in a bad way, but on fire in a good way because the food is actually super good. I'm the one that's trying to make a taco out of I don't know whatever's around that's not me. Because even the beans, like I love beans, but I have to ask, how did you prepare the beans?
Right, you absolutely.
Olive oil or animal fat?
And Lord, and you're gonna get just pick the sauce out.
It doesn't work that way. So instead of picking out the sauce, instead of picking little things, get Teresa Parker over to your events, book her. She can come to you, set it up. You want to buy something for La Comadre? Hey, you can always book me and feed me. Book her and feed me. But we're gonna sign off now. But before we go, where is my super comadre Liliana so that we can get ready to wrap it up?
I'm right here, comadre, behind the scenes, learning a lot from your guests.
These tacos are so good.
Must have them. I must have those tacos. I love tacos.
She's in Katy.
You're in Katy, right?
Yeah, right now.
Woo! Out west.
Do you cater in Katy?
I do. Mm-hmm.
Woo!
I know. So we have a new super comadre, new vegan super comadre, and I am super excited to have had the chance to, have her on the show what she knows and does, and share it so that we can make better, healthier decisions for our bodies. I'm not a nutritionist, just want to let you know. I'm not a doctor. Everybody's body is different. But what I do know is what she's doing is making sure that in the future, she and I won't be walking around with bags of medications like our parents. Now, I'm not saying, hey, you got to go to the doctor, get your there are some meds that you do need. That's your decision with your doctor. But why not take care of our bodies on the front end with more fruits and vegetables, with amazing salsas made out of fruta and what have you. It was so good.
That's right.
All right, so we're ready to sign off. Until next time.
Thank you so much
for being here.
And we want to thank our sponsors.
Yes.
We want to thank, of course, SDC Builds.
Yes, a big shout out to SDC Builds. We're sitting inside their offices, and they are the amazing sponsor of a recording location. SDC Builds and Tony Garcia.
That's right. Thank you, comadre, and thank you, Teresa.
Adios. Until next time.
Until next time. Bye-bye.
Hi, I'm La Super Comadre from RadioCrystalUSA.com, and I just want to tell you a little bit about who I am and what I do. So, La Super Comadre, my platform is all about bringing people on, special guests, who either do something for the community, who have done something for the community, who match up the pillars of what my show is about, which is about taking care of your heart and soul, which is about political engagement, which is about education. So every person that comes on can be a super comadre or a super compadre, someone that's out there doing something for the community. So I invite you all to listen and to watch every Tuesday when we record the show. But it also repeats on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday at 10 o'clock in the morning and at 10 o'clock at night on RadioCrystalUSA.com. And don't forget to give us a like. Adios.